Hello and welcome. I'm Jeremy Searle and welcome to Searle's World. Today I'd like to address the question of, and I'm sure you've asked it yourself, how is it that cyclists in Montreal can consistently every time get away with riding on the sidewalk endangering pedestrians? Well, guess what? The answer is very simple. It's because the police and society in general, but represented by the police, want them to ride on the sidewalk. The other day I had occasion to address a police officer sitting in her car next to the sidewalk, parked, as bicycles were zooming past on the sidewalk, and I said, "Excuse me, officer, you know there are bicycles on the sidewalk here." And she said to me, "Why are you telling me this?" And I had to explain to the police officer that it's actually illegal to ride a bicycle on the sidewalk. Clearly, the police mentality does not approach the notion of stopping bicycles on the sidewalk. They're terrifically dangerous to pedestrians. They destabilize people. It's scary for older people especially. Sometimes there are actually deaths from pedestrians being hit by the cyclists on the sidewalk speeding along. Why do the police let this happen? Because of course the police can stop it in a day. It only takes an officer here and there on the sidewalk pulling over the cyclists or using their cars to track them down. The cyclists can't escape. They're higher than the cars. They're perfectly visible. There's no possibility of escape, but the police never ever pull over and stop a cyclist from riding on the sidewalk. And I suggest that the reason is that the police want the bicycles on the sidewalk, because if they clear them off of the sidewalk, they and society in general will have to respect the fact that bicycles have their right to a legitimate, reasonable amount of space on the road. And guess what? In Quebec, in Montreal, the motorists, the police, society in general, whatever the fine words spoken, don't want the bicycles on the road. That's one of the reasons we have the occasional inner city bicycle path put in. It's not to help the cyclists, it's to keep the bicycles off the road, to refuse to give them their legitimate claim to a part of the road surface where they should be in other cities, whether it be Amsterdam, London, Paris, Rome, you name it. Bicycles are generally accepted on the world's roads, whether it be certainly in countries such as China where volume does it, or in the more organized Western countries where logic does it. If you agree with me, I invite you to get in touch with your local police station and ask them to ticket bicycles on the sidewalks, and to do a follow-up to find out how many tickets they've given in a given period. You can be sure they've started with 0, so it'll be easy to make the comparison. If you need to find the number of your local police station, just look in the blue pages at the back of your telephone directory or call directory inquiries. And let's get those dangerous, disturbing bicycles off the sidewalk. Thank you and good day to you.